Record. Here we go. Welcome, welcome, beautiful power of a woman. Create your life by design. Amazing goddesses. I am so thrilled, honored, blessed to be here today with you to celebrate and open up and participate and align with the 8-8 Lionsgate. Oh my gosh! So we've got so many wonderful ladies here. I see Allison, Angie, Carrie, Emily, Heather. Let's see, Janelle, Katie, Lisa, Lynn, Maka, Nancy. Oh my goodness. Woohoo! Welcome, ladies. So it is 11:01, and I just want to go ahead and get started because your time is valuable, and I've got lots to tell you, and we've got lots of fun to have because we're going to do some practicing. So when you leave today, my goal is that you have these new tools, and you can take them with you and just start using them all to the next 2 weeks when the Lionsgate is fully open. So right now we're just opening it. We're celebrating the da 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 da. It's opening, and then in 2 weeks it goes and it's open. So super, super, super exciting. I'm so happy to have you all here. And I've got the chat box open, so I'm going to try to watch your comments. And if there's anything you can't hear or you need more explanation, feel free to type it in so I can see. And hopefully I will see it. But you can always contact me after class if you need more clarification about anything. Be happy to help you. So, welcome. It is 11:02, and I'm so excited to be teaching this class for Randina's beautiful, amazing, powerful woman group. Today is a very special day, and it's so wonderful that you're going to learn more about today if you haven't already been kind of be aware of it already and been practicing it for your life. From this day forward, every 8-8 of your life, you're going to celebrate this as a really special day. So I'm so excited more goddesses are tuning in to what this is and understanding that, wow, this is like our holiday. This is how we can really help ourselves, each other, the planet align with this amazing higher frequency energy. Okay, here we go. Hi, Pam. Thank you for saying hi. Hi, everybody. So what I want to do is, of course, we're going to do a grounding meditation first because it is information. It's new information. So I don't want you to be too much in this thinking brain that's kind of like, I don't know if I understand it. We're going to get you right down in here to the heart that already knows this information. Can assimilate it, integrate it, and connect it, right? So that's where we're going to start. But I just want to give you a little prep so you know where we're going as we travel into the Sirian star system and be present for the opening of the Lionsgate, because we're such VIP invited guests to be up in the behind the great central sun and participating in the standing ovation of the Stargate opening. Okay, so what I have planned today is we're going to go over an overview, or I'm going to talk about, what is the Lionsgate? Like, wow, what is that? It sounds so interesting and cool, but I have no idea what it is. So we're going to talk about, exactly what it is so you can get that understanding of like the cosmos, the energy, and then how to use it in your personal self, personal life. And then I want to talk about how we're going to align with it. And then how to start using star power in your everyday life, right? So we've not only ascended from thinking of ourselves as, one lifetime. Now we understand, well, we have past lives and future lives. Then we went from, wow, I'm a citizen of my country. Now I'm a citizen of the world. And then we're going to transcend that and go, wow, I'm a galactic citizen of the universe. I'm not just a woman. I'm a goddess. I'm a divine creative spark of light, of unconditional love and light. So, wow, look how far we've come already. We're already ascending into this higher, more expanded conscious awareness of who we are and who each of us are. So then we can participate in life in a whole new way that's powerful, fun, feminine, balanced, harmonic, and participating with the universe now, not even just our own community, the city where we live, or the country we live in, or the world or the planet we live on. Now we're going to start participating with constellations, other planets, part of a bigger picture here. So that's super exciting. So I'm going to give you practical tools. We're going to do some practicing today. I have some wonderful meditations and some different ways of easily tuning in so that you can just do it in a moment. Do it in a moment, and it's just going to align you in just a new, more powerful version of you. So that's the goal. So let's go ahead and start with a grounding meditation. Hi, Jackie. Welcome. Thank you. So happy you're here too. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you for being here. So you might notice I'm in blue. Wow, I have a blue background. I have a blue shirt. And then this is lapis lazuli heart pendant. So there's a reason I chose blue. So blue is the vibrational color of the Syrian star system. It's lapis lazuli is sacred to the Egyptians. And a lot of this story and this understanding of the Sirius star system comes from ancient Egypt. So that's the vibration we're going to be moving in towards and opening up to and remembering. You know, probably all of us have had an Egyptian lifetime at one point or another, right? So between now and the solar eclipse on August 21st, 2017, wear as much blue as you're called to. Because blue is the color of the throat chakra that we're going to open up. It's also the color indigo of the third eye chakra that we're really going to start tuning into. And then we go to the soul star chakra and then the crown chakra. So we're going to get into that. So without further ado, I want you to go ahead and, if you can, find a comfortable seated position and close your eyes, if it's safe for you to close your eyes. If not, just go ahead and find your feet on the floor. Make a connection to the floor, okay? And hi, Tammy, welcome. So you're gonna wanna just start, you can move your body, like just, even wiggle your toes. I'm bringing my awareness, my mental energy, I'm bringing it down, all the way down to my feet. And just ask yourself, how do my feet feel? Like, are all points of my feet making a connection onto the ground? Do I feel the ball of my foot? Do I feel my heel? Do I feel my toes? It's really much easier if you don't have your shoes on. So if you can take your shoes off, go right ahead. So I have my shoes off. And so we're just going to say hello to our feet, hello to the ground. Good, 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 good. So we're going to be inhaling through our nose and then out our mouth. So we're going to be breathing in and breathing out in that fashion. In the nose, out the mouth. And the first breath I want you to take is just a beautiful cleansing breath to just say hello to your physical body. Inhale, exhale, and you're just going to notice any tension stored in your body. Are there any points of connection? Are there any places of stored tension? If you find something like a shoulder or neck or maybe a back, this next breath, I want you to direct that energy consciously to that part of your body. So inhaling, exhaling. Just feel the tension melt away like water. We're going to turn that tension into this nice blue color, into the vibration of water that just effortlessly flows down easily. Good job. So on this next breath, we're going to just do a very easy centering meditation. Now we're approaching 11:11, so go ahead and bring in your 11:11 wishes for what you'd like to experience today. How would you like the Lion's Gate to bless you, the angels to come and give you a hug? So we're just hold that intention for your 11:11 wish, because we're all one here together, all 42 of us, the number of love. So keeping your eyes closed, we're going to bring your awareness to your left side. Just do a body scan, top of the head, Neck, shoulders, waist, hips, thighs, knees, ankles, foot to the left side. Just notice what you feel. You might feel tingling. That's interesting. Just take note. Now bring your awareness to your right side. And the angels are with us. It's 11:11. Just feel their presence coming closer. I'm going to call in Archangel Michael. He's here with all the blue. So bring your awareness to your right side, body scan, head to toe. You're receiving a major blessing right now. Wonderful. Now bring your awareness to the front of your body, head to toe, front of your body. What do you notice? Awesome. Now bring your awareness to the back of your body. What do you notice? Back of your body. Now bring your awareness to the bottom, like the energy below your feet. What do you notice there when you tap into below your feet? Now gently let your awareness rise up to the top of your head. And what do you notice with the energy above you? Lovely. Now bring your awareness down to your center, your heart. And you can put your hands on your heart if that helps you make a connection. Bring your awareness to the center and just notice what you feel in the center. Now take a nice breath through your heart and receive that nourishing oxygen just for you as a gift. Let it just infuse your whole self. And then the next breath, I want you to go ahead and take a breath into your energy body, your aura. Just take a nice cleansing breath into your aura. Fill it with this beautiful, refreshing oxygen. Okay. And now bring your awareness and take your next breath down into your sacred sacrum, the base of your spine. Sacred womb of creation. And bring your awareness to creating a beautiful grounding cord. We're going to send it all the way down through the ground and to the earth. And if you can bring your imagination to the center of the earth, that's where we're going to connect to the Akashic core library of the earth, where there's a special place just for you. And you're going to anchor your divinity into the center of the planet for a healing, to give the earth a healing, and then for the earth to rise up, bring her beautiful energy rising up through the ground, through your feet, up and over your legs. And then she's going to loop down the grounding cord through your womb and back down. And it's going to create this beautiful circle of energy, nourishing and releasing, nourishing and releasing. Now, because you're such powerful women, it's going to happen all on its own. So just allow that to be. And we're going to raise our awareness to the top of our head. And we're going to go to our crown chakra. So as you come to the top of your head, notice and imagine this 1,000-petaled lotus crown. It can have jewels and diamonds and rubies. It's your royal crown. The 8-8 gate is going to connect us to our divinity stronger than ever. So I want you to choose a color. You can choose any color you want that you're called to, and we're going to set your crown at a vibration. So that color has a frequency. So like this blue has a frequency, so does the color that's calling to you. And don't worry, we can change colors at any time. But I want you to go ahead and set your crown at a color. Beautiful. And now, with your awareness, we're going to call in the sacred lion beings of the Sirius star system who are gracing us with this awareness and knowledge. And they're so happy that we are now aware of them. And so now they can work with us and give us their teachings and their blessings. And so I want you to imagine this beautiful waterfall of cosmic light descending down from the Sirius star system. You don't have to know exactly where it is. Just imagine this beautiful star in space, and it's flowing all the way down to the earth, down to exactly where you're sitting, and it's going to fall into the crown and flow down your whole body, through your heart, down into your womb, and infuse every cell. So just bring your awareness back to your heart, feeling that cascading waterfall of star blessings from the Syrian lion beings who love you, from Isis, who's the guardian. And then feel the beautiful love and nourishing embrace from Mother Earth, Gaia. And we're just going to allow those cosmic flowing of energy to continue looping as we go forth and learn about what this Lion's Gate is, and then how to incorporate and align with it and use it in our lives on a daily basis. So when you're ready, take one last breath through your heart, giving thanks for today. And you can put anybody in our little prayer circle that we've created today who needs a healing and a blessing. You can say their name to yourself or out loud, and they'll be included in this ascension understanding and alignment and opening up to this great cosmic event that we're all now part of in our full awareness. Yay, lots of people in the circle. So when you're ready, gently open your eyes and you can stretch and wiggle your toes, move around. You can get up, you can do a little dance if you want. And when you're ready, we'll come back to class, come back to our circle. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to do the chat. I'm going to do my best to stay on top of this. Okay, so Lori says your connection keeps going in and out, and it's hard to hear when you're saying sometimes. Not sure if it's just me. Okay, let me double check my internet, and hopefully it's okay. Let's see. It says I'm on the right Wi-Fi, so hopefully this is maybe it's just your Wi-Fi connection, I'm hoping. And if it's too hard to hear, maybe stay with us in the energy and then watch the recording later for the information. Maybe that'll help, Lori. Let's see. Claire, for you, amazing. Thank you. Oh, good. Yay! Love. Mwah. Okay, ladies. Okay, I have the dolphins, of course. Here they are. They keep my goddess cards, and they bless them. So I want to do a little goddess card for us. So you might be familiar with the goddess cards, right? Do a lot of you ladies have these? Doreen Virtues. I'm just going to shuffle them. So just send some energy into these cards, and we'll draw 3 cards for our class today. And then we'll get moving on the info. So just on the count of 3, send your love to the cards. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, look who popped in. Who is she? Kali. Oh my God, that's awesome. So Kali is a Hindu goddess of endings and beginnings. Some of you who were with me or celebrated in your own way the full moon yesterday, it was a lunar eclipse, endings and beginnings. So Kali is saying the old must be released so the new can enter. Thank you, Kali. So she's here. Thanks, ladies, for that infusion into the cards. Who's next? Ooh, Arakira. I don't know if you can see that. Oops. There we go. Arakira, blossoming. So as the old is being released so a new can come in, Arikira says, well, I'm going to come in and do the blossoming energy for you. So you're just getting started. Have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. Aw, mwah, thank you. One more. Ooh, Solace. I've never seen these cards. So bodies of water. So here we are with the blue energy. So water is going to be our element as we infuse this new consciousness. That's so interesting. So she says, spend time near water, such as a lake, a river, the ocean, to recharge your batteries. This is going to be, as our group, ways that we can recharge. So, oh no, I already got amazing ideas for our water recharging tools we can use to tune into our star power. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So thank you, Kali. Mwah. Thank you, Kali. Thank you, Arikira. And thank you, Solace. Yay. Thank you, ladies, goddesses, for bringing the energy of those ladies, those goddesses here to the forefront. Wow. So what I like to do, like when I'm learning something new and something that's a higher consciousness, that has a higher vibration, a higher frequency, is I'll grab a crystal. And so what that does, it kind of helps me understand it through the lens of the crystal that already remembers this information. And then I can infuse like what the information, or I can download it into the crystal. So when I'm meditating or using this crystal or putting it right here or putting it right here, the crystal can help me understand the energy and the information. So if you have a crystal, grab your crystal. If you don't have it, you're not in a place where your crystals are, don't worry. When you watch the recording, you can grab the crystal too. And you can even send a telepathic message to your crystals at home saying, I need you to participate in this lesson. Because when we move to a higher frequency, as we ascend in our conscious awareness, telepathy is one of our natural senses, one of our gifts. Mind-to-mind communications where there's no time or space anymore. So we can get all into that soon. But crystals will be a really good ally when to absorb this information with more ease, more grace. Because I don't want you to feel like you're struggling with this. Because struggling is an old ending. We're ending struggle. Kali is going to help us that. She's going to say, let's remove the struggle and replace it with flow, ease, and grace. Okay. Oh, we got some Myrtle Beach. Woo, 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 recharge baby. That's right. Ooh, Chelsea got Solace on her last reading. Ooh, Chelsea. Thought you have to tell us more about who she is. I love it. Thanks for commenting, ladies. So here we go. We did our grounding. So that one grounding, the centering, left, right, front, back, below, above, center. That is a very simple, quick and easy, down and dirty centering, grounding exercise. You can do it anywhere. You can do it in the car, before you fall asleep, while you're waiting for the kids, whatever. It takes about, like 20 seconds. But what it does is it brings your awareness to all parts of you and around you. And it gives you a sense of where you are in time and space, and it's centering. Right. So what we want to do with this ascension time is we want to be centered. Now, starting yesterday with the lunar eclipse at the full moon in Aquarius, which is where we're going. Aquarius is the future. It's freedom, liberation. It's camaraderie. It's groups. It's soul tribe. So our human race is ascending in consciousness to be living in that level or that vibration. So how does that vibration actually happen? It happens through the Leo octave. So in astrology, for those of you who haven't met me yet, I'm Shannon Murray. I didn't say that in the beginning. And my background is I own Lunar Ladies. Some of you might be in my Facebook group, Lunar Ladies Lifestyle. Some of you might be in my private group, which is Lunar Ladies Circle Club members. But my background is astrology and sound healing. So I use astrology as a language to understand patterns. I use the moon as a way to understand our emotions and our feminine vibration. So those are my two tools to allow my awareness and to teach each other what reality is all about, how to shift our perceptions, how to get in alignment with our natural vibration so that we can expand our experience from living from the ordinary to the extraordinary. And really, it's pretty much a 1-degree shift. Okay, so that's me. So what I want to do next is gonna grab my crystal. So grounding is always good. So we're going to talk about the Lion's Gate. What is the Lion's Gate? So just ask yourself, like when you hear that word, what images does it bring up, or what feelings, or is there a color, or like an emotion that comes up? So whatever that is for you, take note of that. That is very powerful awareness. And you might feel in a part of your body, your heart might open, like there might be some kind of response when you tune in to even saying the words or hearing them or seeing pictures that we've been posting in our groups. But what I was talking about, the Aquarius full moon yesterday, and we're still in the vibration of it, so you can still do your releasing, clearing your crystals with the full moon. There's plenty of time. So we're moving into that Aquarius consciousness, and that lunar eclipse with the Kali energy was saying, like, we got to end an old way of being so that a new way of being can come in its place. So astrologically, as well as planetarily, or even galactically, as part of the Earth, as part of the universe, right? We have the Earth in our solar system of planets and suns and moons, but that part of our solar system is part of a bigger galaxy, which is then a part of a bigger universe, and then on and on and on. So what we want to do is, in order to achieve this higher vibration of the Aquarian consciousness, that's where all of the universe is actually aligning with this different vibration. Like, not only are we as humans having an ascension moment, an ascension event, but we are also experiencing our sun, which is ascending, our Earth, which is ascending, and our galaxy, which is ascending, and they're all lining up. So we are living definitely in prophecy times. This is why it's so exciting to gather as a group, so we can share this information and we can participate with it, and it could be glorious and fun. And the more of us participating in this conscious, aware way, then we allow others who don't have access to this information, or maybe their vibration they haven't been personally working on themselves to get that vibration more and more clear and more lifted up. We can participate in helping the others who are still asleep, who are still in an unawakened state. So that's like your wonderful thing that you're doing. When you do that for yourself, you actually are doing it for the pod or the human family. So just know that anytime you have worked through some, difficult things, situations, emotions, feelings, past suffering or trauma, when you move through it and move through the dark night of the soul into the light on the other side, like you go through the eye of the needle and you come out, bigger and better and more full of love, that experience of your own self gets ricocheted into the collective that allows other people to experience that same kind of liberation. So just give yourselves big hugs for all the work that you're doing, because you are amazing. High Fin 5. Okay, we're moving to the Lion's Gate. So when I said, how do we go into the Aquarius consciousness of this higher, more expansive pod mind? If you were in my full moon yesterday, we talked about the pod mind, and I'm going to go over that too, because dolphins are very Aquarian conscious beings. They are our leaders. So when you say, take me to your leader, say that to a dolphin. So the octave of Aquarius in astrology is Leo. So that's where we've been since July 23rd. So we are in a very auspicious time we get 2 Leo lunar cycles. So we get 228, 56 days to tune in, right? We got lots of opportunities. So don't feel like you have to catch up. Don't feel like there's not enough time. You are in the perfect time. So you could just chill and relax. Get into this blue vibe. right? Chill, water, shush. So Leo is the octave of Aquarius. Now, Leo is all about the heart. And some of you may know Leo are lions. Lion is the totem animal of the constellation uh, of Leo, right? Leonis, right? That's what it's called in astronomy. So when we look up into the sky and we see the North Star, or the brightest star in the sky, that is called Sirius B, astronomically. It's also the fixed star Regulus. And Regulus is the Latin term for Alpha Leonis. So here we are with the fixed star, the brightest star in the sky, which in esoteric terms, they see that as the sun of our sun. So when we say suns, we actually mean stars. So our beautiful sun that lights the day and grows the food is actually a star, right? So our sun gets light from Sirius B, Regulus, the fixed star. And that is what our sun and are lining up together now at this time of the year, every year. So now you're going to get an 8/8 you're going to get an 8/8 anniversary every year. You're going to get to celebrate this from moving forward. Like, this is marked on your calendars. So on July 23rd, backstory, we had a new moon in Leo at 0 degrees Leo. So anytime in astrology we're at a 0 degrees, it's the potent power. It's the moment of conception. Like, the sun just moved into Leo, and it was embracing, like, it's all of its potential. So we're having a second new moon on August 21st, and you may have heard of that great solar eclipse. It's a new moon in Leo, again at 28 degrees. So we get these two moments of beginnings with that 0 and the ending of the Leo constellation. So it's a huge ascension event. So in between that time, according to the Mayan calendars, which is connected to the Egyptian way of looking at the stars and the star knowledge, is July 25th. We had called the day out of time. Some of you might have been on me and Irma's talk about that. But in the Mayan calendar, it's this day where the 13 lunar cycles end, and it's just this one day of, like, in between the shifting of a closing of one year and the beginning of another. So again, that theme of that eclipse, endings and beginnings, the Kali energy saying something old has to die so something new can grow and be born. And really, it's just a transformation of energy. So we're taking what's been old. So you can personally look at, okay, what is it that needs to end for me? Now, the last lunar eclipse was February 10th, 2017. So you can kind of like have fun looking back. What was going on in my life at February 2017? What has transpired between now and then? Is there anything that I would need to let go of or release back into the field? So I can release it from my space through forgiveness, compassion, neutrality, heart understanding, and then move it along, move the energy so that something new can grow. So this Lionsgate 8/8 is all about reclaiming our sovereignty, our divinity, our divine knowledge of who we truly are. It's not going to come from here. It is going to come from the awareness of our sacred divine heart. So when we think of lions or Leo, we think of the cowardly lion in the Wizard of Oz. What was the gift he wanted? He wanted courage. So we think of heroes, courage, love, joy, this beautiful mane, this glorious, the king, queen of the jungle, right? That's all this divinity, sovereignty, energy. So every year when the Lionsgate opens on 8/8, what happens is our sun aligns with Sirius, and then their energies mind meld, or they align to themselves, and then we get this galactic wave of awareness of our divinity. So when you rise up, and from now into the next 2 weeks to the great solar eclipse, and every day you're reclaiming your divinity, you're stepping into your courage, you're bringing the everyday mind, which is more that fight or flight, here, you're bringing it here. which is our frontal lobes, which is our creativity, our third eye that's connected to all the other points, our soul star and our crown chakra, right? This is all higher frequency awareness of who we really are. And then you bring it down and you make the connection between heart, basically heart and soul. And so Leo says, please, next 2 weeks, I want you to be here. Whatever you got to do to get here, right? So the centering exercise is great. Left, right, back, front, back. You can do it in any order. Below, top, center. So centering is your number one. If you don't do anything, you don't have time for anything else. You have time to center. That is your biggest thing. And then next, we want to take care of our bodies, because since we're changing our consciousness, it's a vibration. That vibration is faster, right? So our bodies vibrate at a certain level. It's a little more dense than a higher frequency of thought, which is a little faster, or spirit, which is light, right? Traveling at the speed of light, that's big. So we want to take care of our bodies. So we want our bodies to be able to be grounded. So it's like this higher consciousness that's available, that we're now stepping into this waterfall of cosmic star power. It's like lightning. We want to ground it through our bodies, because it's going to come through our crown. It's going to go and light up our third eye. It's going to come and shift our throat chakra, and it's going to come down into our heart, almost like lymph system. And then our heart's going to know what to do with it, and then spread it to our lower body, because our lower chakras are more concerned with our earthly life. So our solar is I will. Our second chakra is our sacred creative space, where we have babies. We have to nurture that. And then our root chakras, connecting to the planet and being grounded in survival, right? That's that root kind of like, where's the water? Where's the food? Where's the shelter, right? So we want to make sure that our chakra system, our energy centers are aligned and grounded. Because if you're running around not grounded, not drinking enough water, maybe not eating good foods, not getting enough rest, that energy will be like a whip of like a energetic electric wire that's got disconnected, and it's whipping around, and it's just going to start breaking things. So you are wise women, right? So you're going to, to harness that and integrate it, right? Because the next 2 weeks is about integration. You need to ground it. So water is your elixir of life. So you can set some app, reminders on your phone. Ground, center, drink water, and then allow yourself to rest, because the Leo energy, as well as our inner child, because Leo energy is about our fun, play, joy, creativity, self-expression, how we should come into a room and we shine our light. That's Leo bravado, right? It's not, oh, look at me. It's more like, feel me, see me, be like me, be this image of love, this vibration of courage, and this vibration of play, right? That's what we're wanting to step into. That's how we're going to align. So the Lion's Gate, so here we have Sirius B, fixed star Regulus, and the North Star, which is part of the Orion's belt system. So when you look up in the sky and you're like, oh, I know where Orion is, then you're going to look at the brightest star. And they also call it the dog star. So North Star, dog star, Regulus, all the same. So that is what's lining up with our sun, and it does it every year. So as we come into that space of the alignment is happening, the Stargate opens. And when the Stargate opens, all this galactic energy is coming through for us to rise above and reclaim our sovereignty. Okay, so that is number one, what we're doing with this Lion's Gate. Sovereignty, divinity. So one of the practical tools I want you to, that we already did in our meditation, and this is something I'd love for you to do every day if you can. It would be kind of like for the women that thrive, when you wake up and you got your 2 Thrive pills and boom, and you got your routine down, just add this one in. It's really easy. So you know how we were doing the grounding, and I said, bring your awareness to the top of your head and see your crown, your 1,000-petaled lotus crown, and set it at a color. So what I want you to do as you do your grounding, left, right, front, back, bottom, top, center. As you come to center, take a deep breath, bring your awareness to your crown, and set it at a color when you start your day. So this is going to be a practical tool that you can align with your divinity, with the vibration of your divinity and sovereignty. Your I am present. So you can even say, I am a divine child of the universe. I am a divine being of love and light. I am, right? And then you can say, I am wearing sapphire today, or I am diamonds and rainbow colored crown today. And you can have fun with it. Set it at different colors every day and notice what those colors feel like to you. What images do they bring? What feelings, right? And then, you know, you're doing Randina's work, you're keeping your journal, you're doing a thing, and you can even set sacred geometry tools in there. You could put Merkabahs, you could put Metatrons, you know, things. I know for the Create Your Life by Design ladies, you can really do it up. And you can also find some images of crowns so that you put them around so that you are reminded of your divinity. So yes, set your crown at a color every day. Okay, so you're going to do your centering, so you stay centered, number one. Then you're going to set your crown at a color, and then you're also going to ground. Feel your feet on the floor, put your legs on the ground, or you know, your grounding cord, because you want to ground the body. Another way of grounding is drinking water, being outside. And another one, which is going to be pivotal for receiving this as cosmic ascension time, is if you can, do less electronics. If you have your cell phone, we all have our cell phone, right? Put it on speaker instead of here. Don't hide it, you know, wear it on your body. Keep it away from your body. Less Wi-Fi, the better. And it's only for 2 weeks. Because what the Wi-Fi does is it kind of fries our energy fields. And so we want to create this divine spaceship, this Merkabah, this purified energetic body, so that we can be in alignment with the bigger vibrations that are here for our healing. This is a time of healing humanity, which will go forth and help heal the planet by living in a whole new conscious way. So another wonderful thing about the Lion's Gate. So the Lion's Gate opens today because it's 8/8. Some of you who are aware of numbers, right? You like your numbers and you see 888, right? Or 8. 8 is the number of infinity. So here we are, we're making this infinity cosmic circle. And I'm going to give you another meditation tool about doing your microcosmic orbit. And this is how it aligns you with the stars doing the same thing. So 8 is a really powerful and special number because it's about infinity. Right? We like infinity. That's who we are. We're infinite beings having a human experience and learning about love, how to receive it and how to express it out into the world. That's Leo's message. And to be courageous and brave and open and playful about that. So Emily says, I've seen 8/8 a lot last couple days. Woohoo! Boy, oh, I do all the time. Janelle says, when I get to Myrtle Beach, we're going on, oh my God, dolphin tour. Ah! And Sheila says, yes, I am a Leo. I have butterflies all around me right now. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, there's 2 mamas out there that have beautiful daughters that have an 8/8 birthday. Christina and Sarah. Happy birthday to your girls. Wow, what special Leo lionesses that you have. Look at them born on this wonderful day. Okay, so another wonderful connection that, so let me just kind of give you the star alignment, just so if you're interested in the astronomy part. There's a wonderful app called Sky Guide, if some of you might have it. So if you want to teach your kids or, you know, just know where the stars are, it's fun to be in that alignment with, because you're extending your consciousness, not only from this planet, but out into the stars. And that's what the ancients did. They were connected to the star people, the star knowledge, the awareness of these constellations that are moving and what they mean. And so they were able to connect to the power as well for their well-being. So 8/8, we have the Lionsgate. You know, the royal trumpets are blaring. Da, 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 the procession is starting. The king and queen are coming out. Right? So that's when they say, you know, own your divinity, own your sovereignty, see the sovereignty in other people for the next 2 weeks. Because August 12th, 4 days, so right now we're having the Perseid meteor showers. August 12th is the day when they're the most bright. So if you are living in a space that doesn't have a light pollution and you can go out and do some stargazing on August 12th, that's when the Perseid meteor showers will be like going like crazy. Boom, 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 falling stars. You can make all these wishes. So August 12th is also the day when Mercury goes retrograde. And some of you may know about Mercury retrograde. And usually it's kind of more mainstream understanding is, oh no, everything goes haywire, electronic goes crazy, missed appointments, you know, people forgetting or miscommunication. That definitely is one of Mercury's jobs. But that really happens when you don't listen or understand the gifts Mercury gives us during the retrograde moments. So it's a 3-week time period where Mercury is slowing down as it makes its elliptical turn around the sun. So Mercury is our fastest planet. 1 year in Mercury is like 88 days. It's a fast-moving energy. Mercury controls 2 signs, Gemini and Virgo. So in Gemini, it's about this lower mind, this yes-no mind, the everyday. Where's my attention? What am I thinking? What emotions go with those thoughts, and then where does it take me? So meditation, Mercury loves meditation, because without meditation and grounding the mind into more, bring it out of thinking energy into awareness energy, it can become a little monkey. Monkey mind. So if you've got a monkey mind, don't worry. I was blessed with a monkey mind as well, so this is how I know it so well. Meditation is your friend. One of the ways that helps me with meditation is I have tuning forks, and I know how to use them. But I hit the tuning forks and I listen, and instead of thinking, I turn the thinking energy into listening energy. So that can work with Tibetan bowls. It can work with, some of you listen to binaural beats. So listening to like music without words that can kind of allow yourself to get out of thinking, because it's just energy, and you bring it here into listening, listening and absorbing. Right, so you're just redirecting the energy. Now, when Mercury is retrograde, we want to slow down because Mercury is slowing down. So we don't want to speed up and try to like do 10 million things at once. We want to take our time. We want to be thoughtful. Mercury retrograde is about being thoughtful, slowing down. Mercury is going from the left brain to the right brain. Left brain is analytical. What do I got to do today? Da 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 da. And in linear fashion. Right brain is spatial, pictures, art, nonverbal, circular thinking. What's, you know, I'm being pulled this way and why, and I'm trusting that. So Mercury retrograde is a time for more downtime, slowing down, being thoughtful, listening. It's in Virgo at 11 degrees Virgo. So here we are with another 11. It's so exciting. So 11 degrees Virgo is about Mercury in Virgo is analytical. So we want to allow all of our analysis energy around our health and wellness and being of service. We want to really take that time and process, what do we need to truly be of service? To be of service is a cup overflowing. So again, Leo is saying, come to the heart, serve oneself first, so fill up your cup. So the service is the overflow. And it's easy, and then God comes through and does the service for you. We like that. Would a harmony ball do the same thing? I actually just got one yesterday in the crystal shop. A harmony ball, are those the ones that you go back and forth? Where you kind of do some hand exercises? Mercury loves hand things. So if you're kind of like a nervous person, or you just have a lot of mental energy, use your hands. So like knitting, moving things, sign language. Mercury retrograde is a great time to learn language, but sign language is a picture language. So using the hands, doing massage, things like that. No, it's a necklace. Can replace it with a lava bead with oils. Oh, very cool. I think it's cool. Harmony necklace, lava bead with oils. Wow, yeah, because lava is very grounding. So then the essential oils is like the breathing in, because Mercury is also an air element planet. So anything that you can breathe that is going to soothe the mind and bring, because you want to keep bringing the mental energy down here. This is the goal. Living here, living here. We live here long enough, then we create a reality based on this. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. So, so on August 12th, Mercury retrograde, Perseid meteor showers at their peak, and on the Pacific north, or the West Coast, sunrise that day. And I'll have to post a link for those of you who don't live on the West Coast to see exactly when. But they call that the heliacal, Helichal, heliacal rising of Sirius. So in ancient times, so in order for us to see the rising of Sirius, because remember the sun and Sirius are being in alignment, this is when Sirius is about 7 degrees above the sun, and so they rise together at sunrise, and we could actually see Sirius. So on the West Coast, August 12th, another great, we've got all these things happening. Sirius rises, so they call it the heliacal rising of Sirius, meaning it's 7 degrees above the sun, so we could see it. So when the ancients saw Sirius rising with the sun at sunrise, they knew Isis was here to flood the Nile. Right, so Isis, she's the the ancient moon goddess of Egypt, highly revered, like the mother moon goddess. And so when the heliacal rising of Sirius on that day, what would happen to the earth is the water would move and flood the Nile, and in the flooding of the Nile brought all the fertility. So everything could grow, all the food, because as we know, Egypt is in the desert. And so that was like their major holiday when the Nile flooded. So we're going to take that August 12th day and we're going to flood our consciousness with this new Isis feminine fertility energy. We're going to, tune into our divinity. Like this is the flood of divinity. So this is a really auspicious time, August 12th, to really do your grounding, set your crown at a color, open up, reclaim your sovereignty. Mercury says, be thoughtful, go internal, and go down into the heart. I'm going to take you down, down, down. So grounding, okay? Let's do time check. Okay, we got some more stuff to go over. So we've started on July 23rd with the Leo double shot of Leo lunar cycle. Today is 8/8. The horns, the gate is starting to open because the alignment is starting to happen between Sun and Sirius. So then on August 12th, we get another part of the alignment that says, we got to have the show first before the Stargate opens. So Perseid meteor showers are going to come, and then Mercury goes retrograde. The Sirius rises with the sun, so we have the flooding of the fertility of the Isis energy. Say a prayer to Isis on August 12th. Thank her for her blessings of fertility and abundance, right? And for her life-giving creativity, bringing the flood waters. So be flooded with her love. Wear blue that day. Do something special for Isis. Just say hello to her. So then we're moving towards the great solar eclipse on August 21st. So August 21st is a new moon with the sun in Leo at 28 degrees, which is the exact degree of the fixed star. Now, a fixed star meaning in astronomy it's not moving, even though the whole galaxy is moving, but they call it a fixed star. But it's at the same degree as Regulus, and Regulus is the Aslan, the lion star, Alphas Leonis, right? So if you're familiar with Chronicles of Narnia, and you know who Aslan is, the great lion, that's when he roars. So here we are. The gates are opening today. We are present. We're all dressed up. We're sitting waiting. We're so excited. We've been invited to the most divine party in the universe. We are here. We've got our crowns on. We are reclaiming our divinity and our sovereignty. We have courage to be who we really are. And we're going to give permission to others to be who they really are when we're sitting here shining our light and lifting our vibration. So then the beautiful light show happens. Perseid meteor showers, August 12th. Isis comes out and she says, I'm flooding you with the new consciousness. And then August 21st, Regulus comes and goes, roar. And that's the full opening of the Stargate. So in Earth time, it takes 2 weeks to open the Stargate. In cosmic time, that's probably maybe like an hour or half an hour. So there we go with, that's like kind of what is happening and how you can participate through your imagination is being at this divine cosmic party. So another wonderful thing about the Sirius Stargate and the Isis and the Egyptians is that the pyramids of Giza are in perfect alignment with the Sirius star system. So the pyramids were built purposely in alignment with the Sirius star system because they knew that was our gateway to our divinity, to our conscious remembering, to the alignment of being there to receive that sovereign blessing. So that's why it's so important for us to remember our cosmic memories of how important it is to connect to the stars. So one of the things we're going to be doing, because the great solar eclipse, which is, again, eclipses, endings and beginnings. So the lunar eclipse was the ending of an old. The solar eclipse is the beginning of a new. So between now and the solar eclipse, we are releasing the old. And the moon is helping us because now she's growing smaller and she's releasing too. So now we're in alignment. These are the layers. We're in alignment with the moon. We're now in alignment with the stars, with the great central sun. We're opening up to the awareness of our divinity and we're reclaiming it and saying yes to it. So what's happening as you do that is your royal, you start ascending into like your royal countenance, your royal vibration. You're lifting it up. This is what's called the ascension. You're raising your vibration. So what's going to happen is because you're now, really anchored into your heart and your body's connected to the earth, is that this is going to start ascending too. The heart chakra will go into new levels of love. Because what we're doing, we've been in a third dimensional reality of contrast, duality, time and space, linear. It's very devoid of the feminine. The feminine's been disempowered here. The masculine's been separated and gone here. So what's coming in now is this equilibrium of sovereignty, seeing one another as divine equal beings, one and the same. So what's happening, what we have the opportunity to participate in and actually help accelerate by being who we are and being in conscious awareness and participation, is we are bringing in the ascension from third dimensional conscious awareness of reality to fifth dimension conscious awareness of reality. So basically that's out of the primal brain, which is fight or flight. Should I fight or should I flee? Like, the saber-toothed tiger is coming, I better get out of here. Survival brain. What's happening is we're lifting into our third eye, soul star chakra, and crown, and we're opening this up, right? So this allows a gateway to open in here. So these two star gateways are opening. So what's happening is, as we do that, and this timing of the great solar eclipse, is we're getting a soul DNA reconnection. So it's almost like our soul awareness was disconnected, and then we've been living this separated consciousness. Now what's going to happen is we're going to get a connection again, and then the soul DNA is going to light up, and we're going to be able to have it to use. It's going to infuse and integrate with who we naturally are as a divine sovereign being. So I want to show you a picture. Where's my picture? Oh, there it is. Of what this looks like. Now, according to Taoism, I love how all these things line up. Taoism, finding my picture. Oh, there it is. It's called the Crystal Palace. Here's a picture of the Crystal Palace. I hope everybody can see that. Now it looks backwards, but I'll explain to it. So this is a combination of 4 glands. Pineal gland, and these are in the center of our head, right? And we're going to access this with a meditation. So we have the pineal gland, we have the thalamus, the hypothalamus, and the pituitary gland. Now these glands are pretty much not being used, unfortunately. And some of you have maybe heard that fluoride in the water, it actually disintegrates the pituitary gland. So unfortunately, we have some systems in place that are not allowing us to access this very important crystal. It's actually, so you know how we're drawn to crystals? We have a crystal inside our brain, and the Taoists call it the crystal palace. Again, sovereignty, divinity, understandings of who we really are. So this is from my sound healing background. So how we access this information, and this is like our seat of clairvoyance, our intuition. And for those of you on the phone listening, what I'm holding up is a picture of a person's face on the side view, and it's a picture of the 4 glands forming a crystal Merkaba in the center of our heads. And I will make a copy of this and make sure everybody gets access to it. Okay, so if you're on the phone, don't worry, you'll get to see this, and you can also watch the recording. So this is called the Crystal Palace, and this is what wants to get activated between now and the great solar eclipse. That's why it's important to be in your heart, ground your body, because this is high frequency. This is a very higher vibration. This is what we've been disconnected from. So it's been sitting dormant in the center of ourselves, right? This is kind of our soul energy. So it's, again, made up of 4 glands: pineal, pituitary, hypothalamus, and the thalamus. And when they are all activated, they create this crystal palace. Okay, so that's where we're going next. It's 12 o'clock. I'm going to keep you till 12:30 if you can hang on till then. And if you can't, feel free to jump off and watch the recording later, okay? I'm really struggling to keep it to an hour and a half. No, I'm not struggling. That's ending. That's over. That's old, right? So how we access the crystal palace. There's a couple of very easy ways to do it. They're acupuncture points, so you can access them through your divine fingers. If you have tuning forks, better yet. Crystals also help. These are our tools to help us kind of connect to the energy and the vibration, so we can start tuning back in. So what you want to do is your third eye. So in between your eyebrows, and you can go up just a little bit. There's a little bit of like a dip. I can feel it. So like you feel your bones, but in the middle is kind of like this little morph, slightly. It's like a little bit of a hollow. And when you put your finger there, not pressing super hard, you can press and then lift up. So you're kind of just making connection skin to skin. You're going to feel a slight pulse, because this is also an acupuncture point, and it's the location of our third eye. So go ahead if you can and just take your index finger. You don't want to use your thumb, because your thumb has an artery that has its own pulse. So you're going to use any of your 4 fingers. So I use my index finger. So I go right in between my eyebrows, just up a little, and I just kind of feel around until I feel a little bit of a divot. And I'm going to press in lightly and then lift up just slightly so that I just make that connection. And you can close your eyes too. Sometimes that helps. And sometimes when you close your eyes, you know, when you kind of look up to, like, you look above your eyebrows, so if you kind of like point your eyes, so then you're turning the attention, the focus to here. This is third eye, or Ajna chakra. Okay. So from here, if you look at the top of your ears, this is going to be the center of your head. So you can imagine like a plane, point of intersection, going through the top of your ears. And then this plane goes through to the back of your head. And where they intersect is the center of your head. So and you're also going to have a plane coming from your crown chakra. So let's go ahead and move our finger from our ajna up to our hairline. So we're going to stay still in the center line of our face from our nose up to our hairline. And Randina, I know, has talked about this. This is called the soul star chakra. So there is a little divot. You can kind of play, go back and forth. So we're going to go right in there. That's another point, very important point. That's what we're also going to use to find the crystal palace. Okay, and now I want you to go back, still following the straight line, into the center of your head, kind of you can even bring your finger up from your ears and where they meet, right there. That's the crown chakra. Okay, so we have these points: crown, soul star, third eye. Okay, so we're going to follow these lines. They're going to be our guideposts. And you can do some healing with crystals, meditation, right? I like to use sound. So I hit my sound and I make the ooh there. If you want tuning forks, let me know. I can help you get really awesome ones. Soul star and crown. Okay. So those are our points of, so just this is helping us to locate the center of our brain so we can access the crystal palace intentionally. Okay. So when you do a meditation, you've grounding cord down, set your crown, connected with your heart, and then you bring your awareness, and you can use your fingers just to help you find, like, it's a way to physically connect to the energetics of the chakras. Third eye, soul star, crown, and then ear, center in, and then follows up there. So you find that center. So what you're doing is you're locating the crystal palace. Okay. So another wonderful thing you can do. So then you just send, what I like to do is I imagine a gold sun, because we're in the Leo vibration and we're using star power. So imagine a golden sun, and it comes down and it sits from here to here, this gold sun, and it's lighting up, it's sparking to life the crystal palace. Okay, now I'm going to show you one more thing because this is super cool. So remember the soul star chakra and the third eye, right? We're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the back of our skull, the base of our skull. And so you go to the back of your skull. And here, hope you can still hear me. You're going to follow it up to the base of your skull right here. And when you go to the center, there's a hollow, right? So you feel your cranial bones, and then right in the center, there's a hollow. So go ahead and put your finger at the hollow. And you might get a nice healing when you do that. So this is called, in the Taoist, they call this point God's mouth. Very beautiful. So it's God's mouth. It's actually God's consciousness. This is where we kind of open this beautiful, this is the Stargate for the Crystal Palace, right? This is the 8-8. So this is called God's mouth. And the base of your skull right here is called God's pillow. So here we have the base of our skull is the God's pillow. We go to the center where the little divot, and it's God's mouth. So I like to go back here so I can actually find it and feel it easier, and it feels really nice. So I've got my fingers there, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring to my third eye. And the point, the diagonal line, is where we're also going to access the crystal palace. With my tuning forks, I like to do this. I don't know if you can see. I like to do this in God's mouth, like that. Oops, hair's in the way. So I have my tuning fork there ringing, right? So it's harmonizing. And then I do them at the same time. So what I experience is this line of harmony. So I'm saying hello to my crystal palace, and I'm lighting it up. I'm turning the lights on, right? And you can do it from the soul star as well, and the crown chakra. So plenty of time to practice that. You can do it with crystals. Do I have another crystal? somewhere. Somewhere. You can do it with crystals, right? Crystals. And so what it is, it's yours. It's there. You're activating it. You're consciously becoming aware that it exists. Ah, I had one of these inside me. Yes, you do. Now, that's step number one. I know it's there. Now I know how to find it. And then once you practice finding it, what's going to happen will be like your own personal experience of it. But what you can do is you can use your energy tools. You can use the crystals. If you have tuning forks, use them. They're awesome because they speak the same language, vibrational language of how our bodies vibrate. So what we want to do between now and the Great Solar Eclipse is we want to be consciously activating it. So when we're standing, some of you who are doing the direct path or traveling to the direct path and it's going over the United States, you're going to be like this, eyes closed and absorbing it. And you're going to have your crown chakra crystal palace open. And then that energy is going to come in and it's going to ground through your body because you're grounded, and it's going to light that up. And then what's going to happen after that? Wow, you'll have to tell us. So what's going to happen is basically the crystal palace lights up. That's activating your true nature, your divinity, your sovereignty. It ascends you into a higher state of being. Your third eye is awakened, your soul star is open, your crown chakra is set and vibrating at a color. God's mouth now can talk to you, and then you can share that out in the world as divine messengers of the Creator. And so that's like what's calling, like that's the ascension event. That is what's wanting to happen. It's getting us out of primal fight or flight brain into creative frontal lobes that are opening up and activating our crystal palace. You're activating your pituitary, your pineal, your thalamus, your hypothalamus. Once those are turned on, the soul DNA lights back up. It's 12:12. Yay, angels are here. Lights up, and then we ascend into a very higher, much higher vibration than what we've all been conditioned to believe is where we're supposed to be. It's almost like you're this bright Christmas tree or this bright light, and someone disconnected and you maybe have a few lights and they're kind of flickering. This one is like full plugged in neon lights, very bright, lights up the world. So that's what Randina wanted us to learn today. She wanted us to understand, like, what is this star power? How do we connect to it? So we've got Isis here with us. We've got 3 goddesses that have blessed our class. We've got Kali, endings and beginnings. Arakura, who says we're blossoming. We are totally blossoming. And then Sulis, who says use water. The bodies of water are going to help balance us. So for those of you who have already said you live near the ocean or you live near a lake, some of you are going to go on a dolphin tours. Oh my goodness. Okay, I want to see this question real quick. Tammy says, that could be why I've had headaches the last 4 days. Yes, oh my gosh, the headaches, what I'm understanding are about. So this vibration is coming in, right? And Aquarius energy is think outside the box. Liberate yourself from this so that you can be out here, cosmic, as far as you want to go. There's no ending to it. So if you have had some headaches, make sure you drink enough water. One of the cool things you can do is get outside and ground. So the energy is stuck up here. It needs to integrate and be used in the body, because the whole body, it's one. Not this part is not ascending. It's everything, up and down, left and right, front and back, bottom, top, right? Everything is ascending. So that could possibly help, Tammy, the water and the grounding. And just allowing yourself to go, I am being asked to think, to be outside the box. What boxes do I need to release? And they could be, thought forms, belief systems, cultural conditioning. What is it that no longer serves me ascending and moving forward and being an anchor of love and light on the planet? Because remember, what the great divine design is for humanity to ascend with Earth, with the galaxy, with everything else from third dimensional consciousness, where we've kind of been stuck, into fifth dimension, which is unconditional love, oneness, unity consciousness. It's that Aquarian age of brotherly, sisterly love. Leo, divine sovereignty, kings and queens, ruling together as stewards of the planet, right? We are in service to love, light, unconditional love. Okay, so let's see. I felt insane for 3 days, and today I woke up with a huge release. Awesome. You are so in alignment with the eclipse energy. So what the full moon was doing was it was drawing stuff up. Its job is to draw things up from the deep recesses of our psyche, which could be past lives. It could be childhood memories. It could be the collective memories. So it brings all that out of like the dark recesses of our unconscious, because it draws it out. And then the reason is so that it can be seen, acknowledged, and felt to be released, right? So, oh, you're so welcome. Okay, does anyone have any questions beyond where we've gone so far? So, in recap, wow, I was in the same place. I felt the weight is lifted. Yes, Christy, good job, good job. That's what we want. We want lifting, releasing, opening, because we're blossoming. And we're going to use the divine element of water to help us, right? We're going to wear blue. If you have some lapis, wear some lapis. Carrie says, wow, I thought I was losing my mind all this week. On one level, you were. It's this old, conditioned, lower, fear-based mind that was given to you. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't bring it with you. It was kind of like, it's our cultural conditioning that says, don't leave the tribe, because, our primal selves are like, stay together. If you leave too far, you're going to get eaten by something. And today in 2017, that's not really our reality anymore. We're here as co-creative beings. We're here to do more, be more, ascend more, evolve more. We're in a state of evolution, and we're going to do it by revolving with the galaxies, with where our Earth wants to go, where all of nature is in tune with this. So how do we get in tune? We get back into nature. We tune more into our heart chakras. We bring all that mental energy down. One of another things I would love for you to do, how we talked about less electronics, and less Wi-Fi, right? When you're not using your phone, put it on airplane mode or turn it off. Take a break from the Wi-Fi in the house, just turn off the modem. Open the windows, do a little sage, essential oils, right? We're also going to want to listen to less news. Now, why am I saying that? Because there is definitely, certain factions believe that, what Aquarius wants us to learn is the power is in the people. And, we've been waking up to, wow, like this 1% or this small faction of people have a lot of power. And they create narratives that are designed to keep us disempowered. That's okay. That's okay. That was just a story. Now we're ready for a new story. Tiffany says, I stopped watching the news. Yes, that's awesome. Because we don't really know the full story. We're getting a view, what they want us to hear, because I posted on my lifestyle group, there was a study done that our primal brain is wired for negativity. So because it's fight or flight, it needs to be aware of what a negative situation is, because it's danger, to survive, to protect us, to remove us from danger and keep us safe. It worked great in the prehistoric era. Awesome. It got us here today, right? But now things have changed. We're living in different times. We have different enemies, so to speak, or prey, so to speak. So what we want to do is we want to realize, we want to bring our physical beings out of the prehistoric mindset and bring it into today, where we have a home, we have friends, we have family, we have, we live in first world countries, so we have conveniences. So we're here more to be stewards rather than to be prey, right? So we want to go ahead, and we don't want to get connected to that negativity that is generating fear, 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 fear. We're going to say, we're going to be lions, right? We're lions. We have courage. We look at fear and go, is that really fear? I'm going down into my heart. I'm going to feel, am I in danger? No. What is the awareness or the response I could generate now? Is it to run? No, it's actually to stay and generate a vibration of love. So we are going to have people in our lives, friends, family, coworkers, neighbors, that aren't in tune with this higher consciousness. It can be our job. We don't have to change them, fix them. If they're open and they ask us to share with them what we know and what we've experienced, yes, bring them in and share with them what you know. But if they're not ready, some of us are not ready to grow. That's okay. You just acknowledge, oh, they're in a place not ready to grow. How can, Creator, angels, how can I serve? Oh, I can fill my cup up and I can overflow love to them. They never have to know where it's coming from, but that's what they need, right? So those are the ways that we can step into a love-based reality, bring in more of that unity consciousness, see one another as the same, like the namaste. The God in me bows to the God in you. So we are moving into the namaste vibration. But first, we must look in the mirror and bow to the goddess within, right? We acknowledge that. And as we do, we have our crown set, we have our grounding cords in, we're centered in our heart, and we bow to the God within. And we say, namaste, right? That's how we start our day. And then we go through our day. And then we come home. So, and also in Taoist belief is they believe energetically, here we get up. So there's 3 treasures. Chi, that's the life force energy, chi. And if you've had Reiki before, like the key is the chi. So it's this universal life force, beautiful energy. We get chi from our food. We get chi from clean water and fresh air, exercise, being outside in nature. That's chi, right? And when we're babies, we're born with what they call prenatal chi, stored in our kidneys. So our prenatal chi is our 401k. We don't want to touch our retirement savings account if we don't have to. So we get our chi from just life, right? From our food, our water, from resting, from exercise, nature. So when we're older, like in our 90s, 100s, then we can use our prenatal chi, because maybe we can't run those marathons or hike up those hills. So we can use that stored prenatal chi. So that's treasure number 1. Treasure number 2 is our Jing. And Jing is our sacred genetic gifts that we've been given from our ancestors. So it's our lineage. It's stored in our sacrum. So our Jing is all those character traits, those strengths of our ancestors, the wisdom, the gifts, the grace. That's stored as knowledge in our sacrum. So connecting to your root chakra and grounding also allows you access to the vaults of information from your ancestors, all the gifts. That's the second treasure, Jing. Now the third treasure, Shen. Some of you might know my sound healing with Shen sounds. So Shen is called the spirit or the container. And the Taoists believe that the body is the Shen. It's the container between the dance of Qi, which is yang, and Jing, which is yin. So we have this proverbial dance of yin and yang, male and female, doing this beautiful tango back and forth, or salsa, all right? Or a waltz, whatever you see it as. And so this is the container of the dance of yin and yang. Action, passive. Open, closed, right? It's this beautiful day and night. It's beautiful. So we want the rhythm. We want the harmony. So at 10 p.m., they say that, our Shen has gone out into the world. Like, we have moved our bodies and we've gone about our day. We've been serving, giving love, taking in chi, giving our gifts, contributing to the world, taking care of our kids and our families and our bodies and things like that. So they say by 10, that's when the Shen should return home. And guess where the Shen lives? The energy of the Shen lives in the heart. So they say, like, if you're out and about and doing too much, the Shen doesn't have a place to come home to rest. So what I want you to do, when you wake up and you've set your crown and you're going about your business, and the namaste in the mirror, and you've gone and you served and contributed and you've healed and you've helped, you come home. And so I want you to come back home, and you can even feel it as a swirl. And imagine like your Shen coming back home and come into your heart to rest. So when you say goodnight to your family and your children and your spouse or yourself and your dog or cat, right? Say goodnight to, bring the Shen, the queen, back into the palace, close the doors, and, make sure she's in a nice, happy bed and let the queen go back to sleep, right? To be healed by the angels. Okay, so that, I think we've got it covered. We learned about the Star of Isis. She's going to flood us with fertility consciousness of abundance and reclaiming our divine sovereignty and divinity. We're helping the planet to ascend by being understanding the 3D world, and it's ascending to the 5D, and how we anchor that quantum shift in by reclaiming it within ourselves. And then we're learning about star power and how to harness it. We're going to harness it by being open to it. We've got our crystal palace that we know about now that we're going to start saying hello to, and we're going to turn the lights on. Bing! We're going to turn the lights on. So we just have a few more minutes. If anybody has questions, I'd be so happy to answer them. I'm going to scroll through just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I had TDZ, Tech Detox Zone, for my husband calls it. Oh, I love it. Your husband's so cool. We went in a 6-mile bike ride with the kids in the woods by the lake. Oh, it changed everybody's moods. It's so beautiful. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you and your family. Janelle says, would the meteor shower be visible with most anywhere do you know? I am pretty sure, because the Perseid meteor showers happens in the northern hemisphere, or the northern, what am I trying to say? Not the continent. What's that called? But anyway, North America, North American continent. I'm going to find some link. I'll put a couple of NASA links that will talk more about the Perseid and where to, I think they have some interactive maps if you can put in your zip code, and so you can see where it's happening and when, maybe the timing. But yes, August 12th is the peak. It's been happening. It happens usually like around the day out of time, July 25th, through the Regulus rising, the 28 Leo. So I will find the link for the meteor showers, as well as for the solar eclipse, where it's the path of where it's happening, and then where you can find when the heliacal rising of Sirius is in your area. I'm pretty sure I found 2 sites that have that information where you can put in your zip code so you can know the timing, because it would be really auspicious and very powerful for you to stop what you're doing, make conscious intention to be there, know how to open up and align your physical body by knowing more about your physical spaceship. This is a highly evolved, beautiful crystal palace infused Shen container. So where will we be posting? I'll post it in the Power of a Woman, as well as Create Your Life by Design and Lunar Ladies. I'll put it in those 3 spots. So if you are interested in following more about the Lunar Ladies, about the moon, the Mercury retrograde, and the timing of things, come join my Lunar Ladies lifestyle group, because I keep track of the timing, because I believe the synchronicity is part of the magic, and knowing when things are happening, you can align with purpose and power, right? You're power women. You know how to do this. Well, where will you be posting in? Thank you. So excited. Oh, goody. I'm excited too. So I'm going to post in the Power of a Woman Facebook group. I'm going to post in Create Your Life by Design for the ladies who are in the Randina's Premier program. And I'm also going to post it in my Facebook group, which is Lunar Ladies Lifestyle group. And I can even put a post, if you don't know how to find that, I could put a link to that in the Power of a Woman group. So you come on over and we'll share our communities. It's so fun. We can stay connected. And please feel free to comment in Power of a Woman or Facebook me directly. I'm Shannon Murray. I'd be happy to answer your questions. Oh, and you're so welcome. It's been my pleasure. Thanks for sticking around for the 90 minutes. Woo! We did it good. Okay, real quick before everybody goes, let's go ahead and do one more grounding. We're going to do one more centering exercise so you can leave feeling like, whew, on fire. Okay, so close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. We're going to thank Kali, Sulis, and Arakura for blessing us with their goddess presence, helping us learn. We're going to thank the lion beings, Assyrian lion beings, for their blessings. And we're going to thank Isis and Regulus for blessing us with their knowledge and divinity and power and remembrance of who we really are. So in the nose, out the mouth, awareness to your left side. Awareness to your right side. Awareness to your front. Inhale and exhale. Awareness to your back. Awareness to below. Awareness to above. And awareness to center. Namaste. The God in me bows to the God in you. Love you. Happy 8/8. Mwah. Go forth and prosper. Bye, ladies. Mwah.